say it or spell it, okay? Kelly, you want to be my volunteer?
Sure.
All right. First, just come over here and sit down with your hip about right here. Yep, yep, okay. Just move this. Okay, turn and lay down on the table. Yep, on your side. Now roll over on your back. Put your butt right up against the post.
With my legs.
Nope. Just for now, raise this leg all the way, as far as you can, straight up, as high as you can. Okay. Okay. Now bring your hands up. You can also grab the table, right? So the therapy is to be in this position. This leg is hanging off. That's why I want to scoot down as far as we can. So this leg is projected. You don't do both legs at the same time. You do one leg. It's asymmetrical. I want to say this. This is the clinical version of simply rolling up against the floor on your bottom and throwing a leg up. Okay? But the thing that's missing when you do that, so you can do the leg raises against the wall. Okay? No problem. Everybody can do that. To some degree or another. I'm just saying if you have a wall on a floor, you've got the equipment to do the position, okay? One, it's harder to isolate one leg when you do it that way, although you can, okay? Second thing is there's a strap just below the knee, which puts this line, the bladder line, under tension, okay? A constant tension. See this groove here? And the board, that's for the heel. To keep it from sliding off, one way or the other. It's not supposed to be the most painful thing in your life, but it's not supposed to be the most comfortable either. You tension the leg until you have tension on it. Some people can't straighten their knee. So that's why this strap is so long. So for example, like bend your leg a little bit. Maybe that's as far as she can get. If that's as far as she can get, then that's what we do. Okay? But if the client can extend the heel and we can get this tension all the way, okay, that's what we want. And initially, the basic application is passive. So I would just have the client do 10 minutes on one leg, and then I'd loosen this leg up. Okay, drop that leg out. Put the other leg up. There you go. And now we do, and you can scoot over this way just a little more, please. Okay, that's good. All right. And then we do the second leg for 10 minutes. So this idea is about the bladder line is under tension, okay? We're doing a gravity posture, so there is this idea that I'm actually draining the foot, draining the leg, and that it creates a different pressure potential for the organs and for the heart, okay? But the main thing is this bladder meridian. It's just that literally the technique of Lajin is to put the bladder meridian under tension one way or the other, okay? So if you can do it with your body, do it with your body. But the problem with like conventional therapy, I can do this, right? But I will get tired of that in about a minute, and she needs to be in the position for 10. Okay? Could be longer, but at least 10 minutes per leg. So a cycle on the Lajin table is basically give or take 20 minutes. Okay? Now, once they're on the table, and Rob, if you'll hand the camera to Ken, and then get the paddles.
Congratulations.
What type of bladder, would there be some type of condition that would help for?
Actually, it's many things. Bladder is indicated in back pain. All right, so maybe that's probably the most common indicator. But it's also in depression, anxiety, insomnia, incontinence, urinary problems. It's been shown to be helpful for headaches and so on. So these two often go together, okay, in some variation, right? Especially when the client's been bad. I'm just saying, I didn't make the rules. And this is called Pita. Pita. Okay, and it's pure silicone, and notice that it's articulated and that it has a rough, more sort of pointed surface, and then it has a more smooth surface. But actually, every part of this is useful from a therapeutic point of view. Every part of it. Okay, and in acupuncture, and in the sort of Chinese influence in manual therapy, the Tuina and the Ama, percussive therapy and abrasive therapy and percussive abrasive therapy are really important adjuncts into the hands-on practice. And so you have all kinds of tools that are developed to bring these kinds of energies to the body, whether it's a hammer, a paddle, a scraper, a roller with pins, so on and so on. There's actually hundreds of different kinds of tools and artifacts that are used to bring, if you want to say, a percussive therapeutic aspect to what we're doing. In the Pita here, I have the obvious suspects as far as bringing the energy. I'm not going to use, now see how this has little points on this side. Okay, this side they're rounded. Okay, of course the difference being round is broader, more general, and pointed is more specific. And so when you're using acupuncture tools that have the points or what the rollers have a slightly different effect, whether it's tonifying or sedating, based on how sharp the instrument is. So always work within the tolerance of your client, because everybody's going to have a different sensitivity. But for example, for diabetic neuropathy and for paresthesia, neuritis in the extremities, so you set up the Pita position, so they're on the table, they're getting therapy now just by being here. All right, but now I'm going to add to it. So I'm going to start with the reflexology of the feet. Not too hard, just enough to sting. And then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to move over the whole foot until I see a change in the color of the foot. I'm looking for a change in the color of the foot. Can you tell that the foot is changing color? I can. I don't know if you can. See how it's whiter? Right? Now, we learned the lines, right? We have the outside leg line here. We have the most lateral leg line. We have the posterior lateral leg line, okay? And so it doesn't matter start high or low, but and if they're sensitive, of course, you just go lighter. And you just work up and down the line 3 times.